Okay, we made an anime list, an anime version of this um, story arc tier list. Now I'm going through the manga arcs or manga sagas, depends on um, where we are. And since the manga is so significantly better, nothing will be S rank, sadly. Cell Saga is inferior to the anime, so it's D rank. Runa Babak, where are we? This is a fight at Tenshinhan. I'm trying to make it. I try to keep it chronological, but it seems like it won't be possible. So let me just try adding these. So I'm not adding the Uranai Baba. Fine. Alright. Wait. Okay, this is second tournament, third tournament, and where's the first one? Where's the first tournament? Yes, there it is. Okay, I'm just putting them. They aren't ordered in chronological order. Piccolo's and Piccolo Jr. First Dragon Ball, Freeza Saga, and Saga is Dogshit, so it's spotted here. So let's see, did I add everything from the Saiyan Saga? Saiyan Saga, the manga goes here. This one we don't need, so now let's try to re-evaluate. So obviously the anime version of the Saiyan Saga is lighter days between, as the anime version is like light and day, because the filler actually makes things better, very significantly better. Like, we care actually about the characters better. Now, are any of these, so these two arcs were A rank, we will evaluate them later. So, of these arcs, is any significant drop in quality? Well, I would say the King Piccolo Saga definitely is, because it's a discount version of the Red Ribbon arc. It's maybe more compact, you could say. I think even the Red Ribbon arc isn't as good in the manga as in the anime. So these arcs drop in quality. In the anime version of the Piccolo arc, what is the point of training when so much shit gets... I can't. It's just not the same. So we skip the Gold Brothers, the Gold Silver Brothers. We skip the amazing scene with Lunch buying ice cream for Goku. And what else do we miss? The internal struggle of Master Shen. Is that significant enough to drop it to C rank? I personally don't think so. I think that makes it much better. It's still much better than this tournament normal. So it can stay in B rank. Now we need to look at the Master Roshi Jacky Chun tournament. Is there anything that significant in the anime version? I don't really think so. I think it's fine. It's still worse because anime is better than the manga, but yeah, it's probably the most faithful to the original anime, so it can stay in the B rank. Now these two, these used to be A rank, so Pilaf arc won't go to A rank simply because this Pilaf Saga came out. Pilaf gang came out of nowhere. It was the character dynamic of the main characters is still okay, good even. I can't comfortably put it to A rank. So what's left is the Frieza Saga. So how good is the anime version of the Freeza Saga? Both are freaking dragged out. Piccolo is completely pointless filler in this arc. So in case of his anime version was more impactful, Super Saiyan felt underwhelming in the manga. So I can't comfortably put it to A rank. Like, no, it's staying B rank. So I think with this, the original arcs are pretty much covered. Ranai Baba arc, like, it's a Red Rim arc. So should I rank it? Where is Red Rim arc? Yeah, CD. It's probably the worst part, one of the worst parts. So can consider it D. You can consider it C. Who is the worst? Is the worst arc of the manga? So it's in the very right. It's the only one I would say is ranked in order. So what is left? Like, we quickly went through these arcs, which took us like forever in the version I had talked about. So let's talk about Dragon Ball Super, the manga version. We don't talk about Dragon Ball Super. It's dog shit by default. Like, what do you want me to say? This is below E rank, below F rank, below G rank. It's rock bottom, complete dog shit. So the only compliment I can give it, it's better than the anime. So let's order. This one isn't completely finished. It's still a cringe fest. And Moro might be it's also a cringe fest, but it's probably one of the better arcs of these. The Universe 6 arc has the least amount of damage, so you can switch between these. Now, I think the Tournament of Power is the worst arc ever. And we will talk about the Tournament of Power. I will talk about these arcs intensively. So I think I talked about the tensionless Universe 6 arc. I made a video dedicated to it, but it was the anime version. The manga version is has slightly better fights. It has the same problems, but it has no Kaioken. It also has power scaling issues like Super Saiyan Super Saiyan Vegeta is completely useless. Like, he transformed once against Kaba and then he transformed once against Hit, and apparently that drained so much stamina from him and energy that he was weaker than Super Saiyan God. What the fuck? It makes so complete it makes no sense. We also talked about the builds arc, like shortly in the manga. It's disgraceful. Goten needed to be saved by Goku while falling from a cliff. What the fuck? Yeah, and it was pretty much pointless filler. Nothing of importance happened. Now, Evil Goku arc. We will talk about the Evil Goku arc, but not here. And same goes for the Tournament of Power. So these arcs are now pretty much talked about. That leaves the cringe fest of Granola arc, Granola boss arc, and Moro arc. And I think everyone hated the Moro arc. It was a rip-off of pretty much anything, and it made no fucking sense. So Moro can absorb energy because of his magic. But you've got my magic! Kind of cringe thingy. I don't know, Toyotaro pretty much stole it from some corny cartoon or something, I don't know. Like, you have a villain who has horns, is based on a goat, but he never uses his horns in battle. It makes no sense. If this was a Kinnikuman character, you would see all kinds of weird shit. But this is Dragon Ball Super, where all these weird things, unless you can have seen Toriyama use it, so you can rip off scenes from him. It's completely wasted. An opponent that has horns doesn't use his horns. What the fuck? But what is really weird about Moro is he can absorb energy from anywhere without any hand movement or something. But then when he fights Ultra Instinct, he has to point his hands towards him to absorb it, and apparently you can dodge that. So that's the kind of things that makes no sense. Then he fuses with the planet like General Rildo. Faded Omen, you kinda... Sorry, I use your template, but like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Why does Dragon Ball Super even make shit like that? And Goku apparently gives him the Sensogun, which makes less sense than giving Cell a Sensogun, because Cell at least seems reasonable after reaching his goal. Like, he just wants to fight, so nobody really expects him to kill everybody casually, because even if Gohan can't beat Cell, Goku can just come in and fight him. Just that it didn't happen, I know, but the possibility ends. Like, you can reasonably justify, but how do you reasonably justify giving a freaking senzu bean to a person that can just absorb all the energy around him and kill you? Fucking bullshit. Toyotaro must be smoking some things, I don't know. His AF manga was like worlds ahead. Could it be he makes Dragon Ball Super shit on purpose? I'm honestly starting to think that, because that's some bullshit. Ripping off the Cell Saga, the Buu Saga, the Black Star Dragon Ball Saga. I don't know. I mean, I don't mind homages, but this is getting ridiculous. Dragon Ball Super, it's not just a manga, it's an anime too. There's like hardly any originality. Like, there's no originality. It's either repeated shit we have seen or stolen from freaking fanfiction. And then there's the Granola arc, which banks off Bardock. Like, they completely destroyed Bardock's character. What made him so interesting? Bardock was special because he wasn't special. It sounds like a contradiction, but it made reasonable sense because he's low class trash. Now he's a caring father married to a Saiyan who cares about family. He's some kind of leader of a group. He cared about preserving someone's life or saving people. Finds out about Frieza's schemes. Has history with the most recent villain. There's so much fanfic bullshit. It's really hard to take the arc serious. At least I didn't honestly watch it. I don't read Super anymore, but just hearing about it, I can't put it higher, and I have to put it on the list. That normally I wouldn't, but just the premise is so shit. Like, you can make a good story out of a shit premise, but we are talking about Dragon Ball Super. It can't be good, and it won't be good. So this is Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball manga tier list. Obviously they didn't have heroes. I wouldn't rank heroes anyways, because I'm going to make a Dragon Ball Heroes video eventually, and as there are stuff I want to talk about, like I'm not sure if I want to go chronological order. I can go chronological order. I could compare manga to anime. I could make a video why Dragon Ball Super Heroes is much Super Dragon Ball Heroes, not Super Heroes, is so much better than the Dragon Ball Super. It's funny because Dragon Ball Super Dragon Ball Heroes is shit. The anime is dog shit, and it's still better than Dragon Ball Super. It's why I don't understand, and I do understand, but it's unbelievably stupid that a freaking promotional dogshit anime is better than an official product by Toei. So we will talk about that, and we made it like less than 20 minutes. That's amazing. So I'm happy that you listened. So have a nice day.